The Bullet, a Revolver Chile podcast recorded in the studio Infrasondido. I'm Sean from the US, and we are here with Eva from Toronto, and Lautaro Vera from Santiago, and he is with the band Intimate Stranger. And one of the reasons that we're pretty excited to have him here today is his band has actually been selected to go to the South by Southwest Music Festival in Austin, Texas. So, Lautaro, tell us a little bit about how that happened.
Okay, hello everybody. This was like, the idea started when we wanted to go to South by Southwest to play with my band, with Intimate Stranger, and we decided to make something a bit bigger and to try to do stuff with bands from here. So we proposed doing a showcase to the festival, like organization people. Mm-hmm. We did this all through like a production company called Plutopia, mm-hmm. based on Austin, and that's the way it went. Like,
great. That's
how I started, actually. And okay. The people from South by Southwest thought it was a really good idea, being like a new industry coming to the festival and all blah blah blah, all the thing.
Great. And the showcase is actually bringing a lot of different styles of music together.
Yeah.
The other bands that are coming in with you guys are the Ganjas.
The Ganjas Casino, mm-hmm. Anita Tijoux, and Funky C.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And yeah. I mean, it's difficult to bring people from Chile to the States or anywhere else because of the expenses you have. Like, everybody has to put a lot of money on it.
Yeah.
We are the last country in the world, actually. So that's a big...
Meaning distance.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's a big cost in, mm-hmm. like... And also because bands and musicians here are not used to, like, travel mm-hmm. and explore music. So mm-hmm. they're not used to spend the money as well. And it's all a money thing.
Yeah.
That's the main thing that makes it difficult. I got lost now. What was the question?
Well, I think Sean just mentioned a lot of the different groups have different sounds. So
yeah.
You know,
so that was the thing. At the beginning, we wanted to do it like an indie thing, mainly, and then
that was the only requirement.
because we wanted to make at the South by Southwest, you need to bring like some kind of style. So if people go see you, they mm-hmm. want to stay for the next band. So you don't want to have a cumbia band and a rock band mm-hmm. because the next people is going to leave. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to make like one sound. But it's because of what I told you about the bands are not spending money, and also because there's not that many bands as well. Mm-hmm. And we were required some kind of, it sounds bad, but some kind of level, like sound. Mm-hmm. So at the end, it was who wanted to do it, and the people mm-hmm. that have money to do it. Mm-hmm. It's like an investment at the end.
Yeah. Because so the bands are pretty much paying their own flights over then.
Yeah, we try to do it like try to get the sponsors. Mm-hmm. We try to get like Fondart. Chile, you have Fondart.
Yeah.
That's like a government funds for arts and stuff, and we didn't.
That's a huge expense. That's a really huge expense from Chile.
Yeah, you have to pay. Well, we all paid visas, mm-hmm. working visas. We mm-hmm. Everybody got the mm-hmm. working visas. I got it today, actually.
Oh, wow.
I'm waiting to come tomorrow. If it doesn't, I lose my flight.
Oh.
So you need a visa in order to play a gig?
No, you need it. We're doing a tour after.
Right.
So, mm-hmm. and we want to go... I mean, the States is the main industry place for mm-hmm. bands. Okay. It's a place that you can be like a professional one.
Okay.
So you needed to do it right in order to like go again, or or to get paid for gigs, or to sell your merchandise.
Right.
We were advised by our booking agent to get the visas and do all the paperwork.
Good. Okay.
And that's a big expense as well.
Yeah.
But at the end, they also got like the gigs, the payments and everything. It's like paying a holiday. It's not more like going on holiday.
Yeah. So now your sound, how would you describe the sound of the band Intimate Stranger? If you had to. I know bands hate that question.
Yeah, if I have to put it in some place between all the other bands, I will put it like between Sonic Youth and Pixies and Ramones, all that kind of indie 90s bands or 80s, 90s.
Okay, great.
If I have to put it like in few words, I would say that it's like it's kind of sweet and dark and also warm sound.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of like a mixture like that.
Let's take a break and actually listen to one of the songs. What song would you like to share with us first?
Well, I want to show this time songs from our new album that's coming out now this week or next week. And the first song is also the first song on the album. It's called Moments.
Okay. All right, we'll take a break and come right back with more chatter.
Dreary lights in the calm of the morning.
All right, tell us a little bit about that song, Moments.
You have a pretty good sound system here. Well, Moments
it is pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a song about... it's one of the last songs we composed. And we went to record directly to studio before like playing on live or anything. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Tessie makes the lyrics. She writes the lyrics. So she's the best one telling what it's about.
Okay.
But I would say it's about like moments of your life.
Great.
When you're feeling like desperate and stuff.
Okay. Now tell us a little bit about the people in the band. It's yourself and Tess and...
Ismael plays... Well, the band started with me and Tessie.
Yeah.
We recorded the first album where we had Mowgli's collaboration. Now he's part of the band. Mm-hmm. And also Ismael that plays keyboards. Mm-hmm. Mowgli plays drums. Mm-hmm. Ismael plays keyboards.
Okay, so...
He's been with us for a year. 4
people altogether?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I don't know, at the beginning was mainly like bass, guitar, and drums. Mm-hmm. Now we put like, we're using keyboards because we wanted to have like more like a musical sound, more than like, I don't know, rock, jazz rock. Okay. We wanted to go a bit further. Yeah, we're working on that. We're working on like having more like atmospheres and we're using more effects. I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah.
And this new album, how many albums have you put out already?
This is the second album.
Okay.
I mean, I think you have the single from this album. There's 2 songs.
And the name of the album?
The album is called Under, as well, like the song Under. And it's a 10 tracks album. It was recorded in 2009, 2010, finished now. And it's going to be released by an American label.
Mm-hmm. What label?
It's called Fringe Co.
Okay.
And it's going to be released this week or next week.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's going to be like, it's going to be in the stores like in Texas and then...
Okay.
And that will be a first. So that wasn't the case for your first album.
No, the first album was made by us. Like we produced it, we we pay everything and we distribute it. The thing in Chile, you don't have distribution companies, so it's kind of like always we hand it to people. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is gonna be like through a company.
Now I read in your bio that you guys were here in Santiago for a few years and then went to the UK for a few years. How did that come about? That's a really interesting twist.
Yeah, well, we traveled a bit with Tessie. We're a couple. We're married, and we started doing music 2004, 2003, and we were called like Gato Gordo in Spanish. And we were doing music at home. I mean, I come from other bands, but we started doing stuff. And then we decided to move to London because, we met 1 year before. Everything was really crazy, like romance, and we decided to be together. And then we fly together to Brighton, where we keep writing songs. Then we came back, like 2 years later, or 1 year. Then we start recording, practicing the song for a year or 6 months, recording. Then we decided that it was really boring to be here, and then we fly again to London, where we stay for 2 years, and there's where we start the band properly playing.
Okay.
We got drummer and another guitarist, and it was really hard because I don't know, London is very expensive.
London's very expensive. Yeah.
And so, I mean, practicing costs 40,000 pesos for practicing 2 or 3 hours.
The practice space.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that would be what?
It's
about
pretty much. It's better going recording
almost
every day
90.
to a studio. It's better than going to practice. And then we came back after 2 years of playing there. We came back after we went to Austin and we played the Sabasa West 1 gig. Then we came here, and then we gather the right people that want
Nice.
to play with us and everything.
Which is what festivals are all about, trying to connect with other like-minded people. And
Yeah.
how did you get into South by Southwest the first time? And this is good information
yeah.
for other bands in Chile, because I think there's a lot of music here that just never makes it out.
Well, it's all about lobby, program. It's not about music.
You have to be good business people.
You have to be like kind of like know somebody and be really friendly to that person.
Okay.
Now, that first year wasn't within the official festival, right?
Yeah, we went to the festival, but we played around the festival. We didn't get like anything.
Like a lot of bands, I think, do at the beginning.
Our trick this time was to make a showcase.
Yeah.
Because that's pushing more like it makes it more important for like as a project to show them.
And how timely, given current events, that I can't imagine anybody who hasn't turned on the TV in the last week may not have seen, but Chile suffered a huge earthquake Saturday, 8.8, and it is there's still regions without food or water, waiting. They're eating their last supplies right now, and the supply trucks haven't made it through yet. And so for this Chilean featured showcase, as far as being able to go into a different venue and tell people about what's happening down here, it's a pretty unique opportunity.
No, it was pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
8.8 was it?
8.8, yeah.
Yeah, it was really strong. Everybody was really scared. I know a lot of people even like Pape from Ganges. He's the bass and singer.
Yeah.
He lost, like, for example, he lost his house, his parents' house. He has like a company.
Here in Santiago.
He lives in Naculeo, it's a lagoon close to Santiago.
Okay. Yeah.
And he lost like his mushroom production company.
Oh no.
I mean, it's really hard to have mushroom, but with the earthquake.
Yeah.
He lost everything. We are actually doing a benefit gig, two benefit gigs in the States.
In Austin?
One in Austin and one in New Orleans.
What are the dates on those? And what do you have the information on that?
Yes. Well, the showcase, the Chilean showcase, is the 20th in Maggie Mays, 6th Street in Austin.
The Saturday of the festival.
The Saturday, the last day of the festival.
Okay.
It's going to be in Maggie Mays.
Yeah.
And is that the one turning into a benefit?
No, that's the festival, the
Okay.
official the South by Southwest gig. It's just one gig.
Right.
And all around the festival is a lot of parties and day events.
Yeah.
And we're having more events. But that's the showcase, that's the most important. That's where Anita Tijoux, Funky C, Casino Ganges, Intimate Strangers together plays.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking to as many of the bands as we can. A lot of people have had flights rescheduled due to the national crisis. The flights have all been delayed, and the bands are feeling pretty lucky to actually get out of the country because they had shut down all flights within and into Chile for, I think, 4 days. And so we're catching people as we can. We might talk to a few folks from the festival. We're not sure how it's going to work, but we're going to do our best to chat with everybody that's going for the Chilean showcase.
Yeah.
So now the fundraiser is where?
Well, we're doing a gig at the parish. It's a cool place in Austin. That's going to be a benefit gig.
Okay.
Gig.
Do you know the date on that?
Yeah, the 23rd, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
It's the 23rd at the parish. And that's going to be for Pape, and also is going to be shared with Caritas Chile. We're thinking about Caritas or the Red Cross.
Yeah, okay.
Something
and Caritas is an NGO that does some aid work here,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all the bands got like thousands of years doing like a lot of gigs, not thousands, but a lot of gigs doing the festival as well.
Oh, that's great.
Another like good gig for us, for example, is the Waterloo Showcase. Waterloo Records.
Okay.
And that's the 17th.
Okay,
That's
great.
Intimate Stranger gig.
And when does everyone? I know that this is it's a busy week. People are arriving at different times. Are you all going to actually see each other before your showcase on Saturday?
We all go like the same flight, so because we wanted to be picked up at the same time.
Okay.
And we organized all like that, but now
within your
these
band,
to like different people. Our band is gonna be like the same schedule, and some of the other bands, like we were flying with Casino and Ganges together because we're all friends, and we organized it together. We're helping them, but now, like for example, Pape had to fly later. He was supposed to do the tour with Ganges with us after the festival, but he won't do anymore.
Yeah.
So Casino's gonna replace him. Then they changed the flight.
Was there any doubt from anyone that you'd be able to make it? Did anyone think maybe to cancel or no?
I mean, when we saw the airport, it was pretty scary. And actually, we were traveling last week. It wouldn't be impossible. It was like, but I don't know. We didn't know during the earthquake time last weekend. Nobody knew anything. You couldn't see any news. I didn't have electricity like for 2 days, and water for like 3 days. Mm-hmm. So, but we all were crossing fingers like always here. It's been like that all the time. I guess people like over there, they were pretty scared because they couldn't contact us.
Yeah.
But at the end, everything was fine. Nobody like had any like problems, important problems. Like nobody had an accident or just material stuff.
Yeah. Let's listen to another of your songs.
Yeah, this is another song. I like it. It's called Nighttime. Mm-hmm. It's the second song from the album.
Okay, and it's from the latest album?
It's from this is all from the new album.
Okay. Okay, great. All right, let's give it a hear.
Straight long motor, head, 3 figures, feather and fur.
All right. Thanks.
We need a makeup touch-up.
Yeah,
Not on me. Not on me.
Thank you, Snap.
I think our radio audience appreciated that. You look much better. And great. So you recorded this latest album here in Santiago, then?
Yeah, we recorded here in Orange Studios.
Okay. All right.
It's a really good studio.
Okay, good. And there are many.
Yeah, there are many. No. I mean, it's a home studio, but now home studios are different.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a different thing.
You just need a good place, and but you can have the same equipment.
Yeah.
And it's actually Pablito from Casino. He's the guy. He's a producer. He recorded.
Oh, nice.
For us, and he's done many other stuff. And he has a pretty clear.
Oh, nice.
Sound, and it's quite nice.
Go ahead.
In terms of the music industry here, from recording studios to, you mentioned there's not a lot of distributors, to what kind of music infrastructure do you think there's still a lot lacking here in Chile?
Here in Chile, was a big gap. I mean, a big hole in what is distribution, because you can bands produce their own CDs mainly. I think 80% of the bands produce their own CDs just because they want to have CDs, but they don't have distribution. If you have distribution, you're gonna, I don't know. In my experience, you don't get paid anyway, so it's better to keep it at home. I don't know. There's no industry. Chile has changed, like from 3 years ago, changed a lot about like gigs, because you have a lot of venues now and you get paid kind of well. Like, I mean, I got surprised because in the States you get paid the same as you get paid here. Like about $300 per gig or $200.
Yeah.
Sometimes you make a deal there, you can get more.
But if you make it big in the States, it's totally different.
If you make it big in the States, it's totally different. But you have then the next step is having a record label. You don't have many record labels. You have to, again, you have to like be friend of the guy that has a record label. And
then there's the whole iTunes downloading.
And doesn't work here. I mean, bands don't use iTunes because I don't know if you can have an iTunes account.
You can't have an iTunes account unless you have a credit card that's registered in the United States, maybe Canada as well.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Chilean credit cards do not register on the iTunes.
Even as someone who wants to download. Really?
No, they do not recognize the Chilean credit cards, and I don't know about what countries they do and don't recognize.
I guess it's Europe and North.
Is it Europe as well? I don't know.
Yeah, Europe is one. Yeah.
Okay, so North America,
but that's a big
Europe,
market.
Right?
Yeah,
so they want
that would make sense. Right. No. Well, that's iTunes and the world's loss.
And now even less, because now we don't have water or electricity.
I know. We talk about these luxuries like programs where we can download music and flights to other countries, and the reality of the situation this week is there are people that are in tents without water and food.
Yeah,
that's a very good point.
That's not a big need actually.
Yeah, but and they're
I think everything changed now. I was reading about like artists that do their own merchandising, and they create a lot of like new products. Like it seems like the music, actually the MP3s or the music is for free, and what you sell is the concept about it. I mean, you sell all the T-shirts or the cool artwork. Or I mean, fans will download the music, but they would like to have.
Well, the other thing is too I've been to a few concerts where I really wanted to buy a CD as a thing to give as a present.
Yeah.
And the artists, I have noticed now, aren't even making CDs in a little funny paper envelope. They're not like before or after a show you'd see tons of CDs and T-shirts and whatever. But I haven't been to a show in a really long time and seen the artists actually selling CDs because they just assume people download them.
Yeah.
And they're hard to get. It's kind of,
It's just like a promotion thing.
Yeah.
If someone wants to hear your band from a media,
you just give them a website. But I want to give a gift. It's really hard to get nowadays here in Chile. I don't know. I can't speak for any other area.
And with your albums, for instance, do you have a lot? Did you try and sell a lot of copies? You have free downloads on your site, do you not?
I mean, we have we don't have free downloads. I think we did it with this one. We are working with a record label called, how is it called? It's like a net label. Is it called net? When they're online. They call it net label here.
Okay.
And we're putting like few songs there, part of the album, like 4 songs.
Okay. Are these the 4 we're listening to?
I don't remember. Yeah,
Okay.
there's a couple, but I don't know if they're all.
All right.
I think it's one missing.
Okay. Could we listen to another one?
Yes, we
Excellent.
can listen to another one.
All right.
This one is called Under.
Uh-huh.
And we have a video as well. You can watch on YouTube or anything.
Okay. Well, we'll put that in our notes on our website to link to the podcast. Now, this is from the first album, or is it still the second?
This is the new album, and
Okay.
it's called Under as the album.
So this is the song the album's named after.
Yes, or the
Okay.
song is the album. Or the other way around. Yeah.
As you wish, as you wish. All right, let's give Under a listen to.
It's just a figment
Okay, great. Now, was that this was all recorded here in Santiago then?
Yeah.
So, okay. And that's going to be released, is that going to be released during the South by Southwest Festival or before?
It's supposed to be ready now. So these days, and it's going to be in stores like soon.
Ah, great.
We're trying to do it before, and we're doing the tour about this album.
Ah,
to
great.
promote the album.
Okay.
Can you give us a few details about the tour? You have the showcase during the festival.
Yeah.
Now, and only 3 of you out of 5 will go on to do quite an extensive tour.
Yeah, now it's going to be 2 bands.
Okay.
Because Ganges is out. I think they're trying to do like some mix between Casino and Ganges.
Yeah.
To make it like, because the guys wanted to do that.
Because some are already Pablo from the Ganges.
Yeah, that's so
place
everybody's so into it that now
Casino.
that this happened, it's like really frustrating. Like for some or for the, I don't know, imagine if you're planning this for 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like in school. If you're planning this like during 5 months, 6 months and everything, everybody's really excited, and some suddenly like the earthquake happened and you can't do it. It's really bad. So they're gonna do it, try to do it anyway.
Yeah.
The tour is like we're doing a tour in Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas, and I think New Mexico, some gigs there.
Oh, okay. Louisiana. Where and that's on your website, the cities? Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas?
Yeah, I don't remember that well, but I think it's, Texas is San Antonio, Austin, of course. We start in Austin.
Yeah.
Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I think also... shit.
Many. There's how many stops?
Places.
Maybe 20
We have
cities?
like 20 gigs. I think in New Orleans we have... I'm really bad at names, but I think it's New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and New Orleans is the last one. Is going to be a benefit gig as well for
great.
the Chilean people affected by the
great.
earthquake. It's Petetinas, so
Tipentinas. That's a great venue. Wow.
Yeah, we got there.
That's fantastic.
This is all being organized by the booking agent, like a no money thing. How you call that?
Yeah, booking agent. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's no money or
manager.
It's like the booking agent is trying to do an culture exchange.
That's great.
It's not like about
Yeah.
And they organize everything. It's called Dar International Music.
That's great.
International. And how long will the tour take you? A month? A couple of weeks?
The tour is like, including the South by Southwest, if you put it together, it's going to be like a month and a half or a month and 2 weeks.
And for some of the bands, it will be definitely the first major tour for, if not all. Yes, is that right?
This is the main tour for everybody, like for the 3 bands or 2 bands. Yeah. And after this tour, we're planning to do many more. But this is going to be the first one, like the first try.
Good.
And I hope it works well.
Good.
And you mentioned just the difficulty of getting to South by Southwest because of the distance. But what kind of other barriers or challenges anyway, might there be? What about language, for instance? Some of the bands have lyrics in English, some don't.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm sure there's a range. Some can speak English, some...
Yeah.
A lot of people speak Spanish as well, especially in southern U.S.
Well,
but,
yeah. In Texas especially.
In Texas, a lot of Mexicans and...
Yeah.
Well, the university has a lot of, like, people from everywhere. But, for example, Mogles, the drummer from Intimate Stranger, and Ismael, they don't speak... they speak no English at all. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna do their best and drink a lot of alcohol, I guess. And
the universal language.
That sounds like a bumper sticker.
Then you can start thinking
do
anything.
your best. Well, you wouldn't want to put that on a card.
But yeah, that's... I mean, everywhere else, everybody speaks English. If you go to Europe, everybody does.
Yeah.
This is like being an alphabet.
Do you think it's necessary? I mean, if you guys said 2 out of 4 then in Intimate Stranger speak English, so is it possible or for a band in Chile who, if no one speaks English, to try and get into those kinds of markets?
I think it makes it more difficult. Like anybody, if you go, you don't speak the language, you can't even say what you think. So if you wanna like trying to show your band or explain something to someone, or say where you're gonna play next day.
Yeah.
You won't do it. So it's hard.
I after 3 years in Chile, I still embarrass myself on a consistent basis.
And when you travel and you don't know the language, you get another personality as well. You're not the same person.
True, because you're not comfortable. You're trying to adapt.
Yeah.
You're always trying to not step on toes or cross cultural boundaries, or you're trying to make sure that you said what you said is really what you meant. And did you answer the right question? Somebody's talking about tomatoes and you answered about watermelons.
Yeah. And also for Chilean it's really hard. You know why? Because we work a lot during parties or like with people. You work a lot making jokes about everything.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Very high level of sarcasm in Chile.
Yeah, there's a lot of sarcasm.
Yes.
So that's one thing that you develop and you grow doing that.
Yeah.
And that's what you're about.
And sarcasm.
These people are not like, they are that kind of people. So they're going to be like...
so if you're Chilean and you can't express your sarcasm in English, you'll feel like you're missing part of your person.
You will miss, but that happened to me actually, that's what I know. So you try to think about a joke, and when you find a way to say it, it's like everybody's talking about something different. So,
yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
What about marketing, the marketing of music? You know, is there a strategy of, on one hand, being in Spanish and being from Chile, it's kind of exotic, you know, it might be a different sound, but at the same time you want to make it accessible if the lyrics are in English, and do you ever debate that in the music industry here?
Yeah, well, actually, we didn't showcase a Chilean band, but it doesn't really matter where you are from. At least you are like a cumbia band, you can be like an exotic band. But I think maybe Casino, because they sing in Spanish, they get to the Spanish market, definitely. But if you're trying to do like a world music, like indie music, it can be from anywhere.
Yeah.
Maybe we can use the earthquake to get to more media, I don't know.
Yeah, well, the fundraiser is going to be the big thing.
That's
going to be great. So it'll help a lot of people, I hope.
But I think that the country thing works more when you are like... the showcase help us... Being Chilean showcase help us to get the showcase. Because if we're like from London, maybe we won't be in the festival.
You would just be another
London
showcase
band that
trying
sent
to
the
get...
application and they didn't get there because there was thousands more.
Yeah. There was I had the fortunate pleasure to interview Walter Orange from the Commodores, and his parting advice for any young musicians were, if you want to play music, enjoy it and play, but if you want to be in a band, you have to look at it as a business. And that was kind of what you're saying right now about going and expanding and growing. But you do it for the love of it.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's something that
you have to love it to put that much effort into it.
That's why it was so difficult here to get bands, because people don't look at it that way. It's like a hobby here.
Oh, okay.
So for a lot of people, if you try to get some money from music, they don't like that point of view. They think that it's supposed to be like just because
just
you love
for art
it.
and art's sake.
But you put so much time and effort, and you spend so much money in the music that it's nice to get some money back.
It's always nice to get paid a good wage for a good day's of work, no matter what the work is.
Yeah, because it's work and you spend money on time.
But you wouldn't do the work if it wasn't for the passion you had for the music.
No, for example, I'm an artist. I'm a photographer. Actually, I work in photography. I'm an artist.
Oh, cool.
But I have it really clear that you have to get paid for everything you do.
Yeah.
At least you're going have a good time, but
cool.
Do you have
another song we can listen to, or are we all out?
I have the fourth song is called. It's actually the last song of the album. It's called "Gone and Buried."
Gone and Buried.
It's a song about like relationships.
Okay.
And getting sick of the person you love, or a friend that you spend too much time with it. But you love it anyway. Sometimes you don't like it.
Can't relate to that at all. Yeah. Okay, let's give it a listen.
I'm
Great.
Great, it was great.
Thank you for coming in today. We are going to try to talk later with Anita Tujot and Funky C, and hopefully from the road, the Ganjas and the Casino, because they are flying out tomorrow, and due to the change of home and a few other things that we're dealing with, that they're dealing with after the earthquake, they're unfortunately not going to be able to interview here in Santiago, but hopefully we're going to talk to them from the road. Anything else on your mind that you want to...
No, well, thank you for inviting us and doing this, like, to promote Chilean music. And I don't know.
Very welcome.
Have a good stay in Chile.
Great.
Good luck with the festival, and I hope you remember, have a few things you actually remember after such a crazy week. You have to bring some Chilean wine to give out, or at least let people
I'm bringing
know.
some Chilean wine. Yeah.
So,
but there's a lot of Chilean wine over there as well.
Yeah. So next time we see you, you'll be in cowboy boots and a big cowboy hat.
I have them already. Yeah.
You got to practice saying yeehaw.
Yeehaw, yeah.
No, Austin is actually quite an advanced town.
I love Austin actually.
Yeah.
It's my favorite place in the world.
Yeah, it's
so
a really
I
sweet
have
town.
to go there.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming in. We really appreciate it. Good luck at the festival. And this is the Bullet podcast from Revolver Chile, and we are finishing up our recording at Estudio Infrasondido, and we will hopefully talk to you guys soon with more folks that are headed to the South by Southcon festival coming up next week. So thanks.